knock down his free throw.
Irving fires from straight away. Kyrie Irving.
And I've talked to coaches my whole career. They hated wearing the suits because they never wear a suit except game day, and they're in the fray too. They say, listen, we're playing. We
from the field, 3 points in the ball game. Little two-man game with DeAndre Jordan now matched up against Marcus Smart. Pull-up jumper got to his spot and made it look easy.
I'm not sure.
It out. Points are going to be tough to come by without Tatum and Brown on the floor at the same time. Irving with a nice step through off glass and a feathery touch.
I think this is a
Irving. Gotta say, I saw him practice. 2-point game. Irving. Yep, I saw him practice that before the Dallas and in New York.
Remember, I think he gave up money to come and join the Nets. They were kind of strapped salary cap wise. He just took offensive set as they came out in the zone.
Irving slides inside, off balance, still hit it.
Down the steal, Irving. Durant feeds Irving, got it. The Nets 137, the Hawks 136. 35 seconds to go. Irving, pull up, kaboom! Kyrie, 7 seconds left. Irving picked up by Goodwin. Pull up, bank shot is there for Kyrie.
That time he said it wasn't one singular issue defensively, just a bunch of little problems. They want to do a better job pursuing the ball handlers in the second half as Kyrie Irving not.
And here's Irving, cut off there by Collins. Irving, step back Jay, he's got it, a three.
To settle things down, get a clean look. Irving, weaving, uses the window so Shamet the 5 for Brooklyn. Irving turns the corner and lays it in.
He impacts the game in every single aspect. And you can't replace him, but you need to find ways to help shore the gap.
Kyrie Irving, it's stuck on automatic.
Lead. Another aspect has been taking care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers on the night.
Irving lines it up. Oh, he is hot.
33 points, 13 assists. Irving now in the corner is guarded by Osman. Irving spins, fires from the baseline, and cans it. On the sideline as he was coming up the floor after the block on the Kevin Durant shot. As meanwhile, here's Irving. A 15-footer is good as Kyrie.
Give up something to their game to make this work for this team. Everybody is not going to be able to score 30 a night.
Dotson with a gorgeous move. He got Harden leading the right.
In all the plays defensively, make them have to defend.
Osman now has a game-high 21. He's 7 of 11 from the field. Irving dribbling, baseline, scores. He got around Drum.
I have a meaning. The Cavs have to be very diligent in how they execute in this quarter.
Kyrie Irving's back on the floor. He has a team-high 20 points. He goes to work. 15 points, and it's a 7-point game once again.
Sexton is wearing him out tonight.
Irving stops on a dime. He connects. Kyrie has 35. They do have a lot of time as, of course, we're early into the season, and that's just 16 games in.
Hesitation move, make them all flat-footed, and then take them to the hoop.
Irving gets picked up by Nance, rises, fires, and scores. Irving has...
Putting the guard, the toughest man on the team. I like that confidence. That permeates through the team.
Irving works on Sexton toward the bucket.
And when he's able to get that deep inside in the post, it forces rotations and opens up players.
Oh, quick move by Irving, and then the feathery floater.
It comes back to you. Give out what you hope to receive.
Maybe it was a little of that, too. Irving gets it to drop. Irving accelerates the fake, the flip, the touch.
Durant gets a touch in the post, kick. Right now a two-man game with Irving. Mismatch, fade away, bottom. Kyrie.
Thought he got fouled on the hand on the shot. But again, a good post up.
Kyrie just walks right in.
I like the
double, steps through. Here's Kyrie, shot clock at 4. Kyrie against Herter. On the deck, fakes, hits.
Oh, man, he's so good. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
This number is way up.
as he just continues to impress, the consistency on a nightly basis on the offensive end, as Irving goes right at Pokashevsky long if he wants.
Yeah, he keeps making shots like that. He's going to give DeAndre Jordan nightmares. My goodness, he is hitting threes and mid-range and tipping in missed shots as well. Been really good all night, but you love those dunks around the basket. That just builds your confidence, especially for a young guy.
Well, and Kyrie Irving now with back-to-back buckets. Enough there by DeAndre Jordan. That's the 4th-3 of the game for Horford.
Just taking him away deep from the basket where he's not really feeling comfortable.
Oh, what a shot there on the turnaround by Kyrie Irving. Joe, how aggressive Oklahoma City has been, trying to put a little pressure on that Brooklyn defense. As Irving again to the rim. Boy, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving spinning. Great defense by Ish Smith. Even better off.
I don't know how many opportunities you need to know that he's a shooter. I mean, that's already on the scouting report.
Kyrie Irving just
after the timeouts, drawing up a great play. Credit Coach Brooks.
Irving fading away. Difficult shot. Kyrie Irving.
Job by Russell, luring the opponent to sleep on it.
Irving starting to heat up now. 38 for Westbrook. Irving, the free throw line jumper.
Can hold for one with 14 seconds left. Irving.
See if the Nets can withstand this third quarter surge by the Clippers.
Irving, first lead of the night for Irving. Pep in his step. Oh, the corkscrew! Oh.
Toronto does well. They score in transition. They get points off turnovers, and they shoot a lot of threes and make plenty.
Irving puts Brooklyn are concerned regarding Durant. Irving elevates and hits the jumper.
That is from the janitor to the CEO, we all have value. We all can give back and make an indelible impact in our community.
You know, a lot of people when they volunteer or trying to make a difference.
7%er on the season. Pistons by 10. Kyrie Irving with a fall away from the baseline. Made that look.
Clear it for Irving. Mismatch. Irving against Sabonis. Think he wants to take him off the dribble? No. Jump shot. Bottom. Kyrie Irving. A 3-ball. Bound for DeAndre Jordan. That is his 11th of the night.
Rides him and bodies him to the baseline, forces a tough shot.
Oh, Kyrie Irving.
Young rookies turn into those wiry veterans that play that role. You look at Draymond Green. He impacted guys like Jarrett Jack, who's done an outstanding job yesterday in the G League. He's a great player. Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall and has the ability to do everything. But this guy is, there's no question about how special.
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant back out on the floor with Harden. Again, this is only their 7th game where all three have played as Irving knocks down the three-pointer.
Ball game.
As we approach the midway point here in the 4th, Irving drives past Oubre, left-handed. Irving putting on a show.
Missed the layup. Got right to where he wanted to, though. Yeah, Mark, I like it. Immediately downhill. Irving, that's 2 in a row. At the weight room on the way in, didn't he? He flexed it on people. Fox trying to stick Irving. Good help by Corey Joseph. Kyrie is just out to hurt. I'm gonna get you. Buddy Hield has 17 here in the first half. Irving got to his spot and scores it. Kyrie made a very ignominious exit from Houston, but fitting right in with this Brooklyn squad and Kyrie, his partner.
Lakers coming in 22-7. The Lakers, the #1 defensive team in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets, the #1 offensive team in the NBA. Kyrie Irving for the cutting Wesley Matthews. So we have the #1 defense of the Lakers against the #1 offense of the Nets with a nice drive-in.
Straight, and they've taken on all comers. I'm talking about the top teams. The Jazz have gone right through, and they play a lot like this Brooklyn team. Shoot a lot.
Irving
Well, again, I love the style because of the three superstars. Going to create a lot of offensive opportunities. Oh, my goodness. And Kyrie.
Discussion as far as the talent level that the Nets have when healthy and whole with those two guys.
With the Nets, you said?
Yes.
I Duncan Robinson and put him in pick and rolls. It's the same thing here.
Irving jab step on Paul George. Hand in his face, still knocks it down. Kyrie Irving, a fine game off the bench, 13.7 rebounds. 8 of those points here in the fourth quarter. Irving, hand in his face, knocks it down. 20. Missed 7 games with that toe injury. Only played 27 minutes the other night. Irving drives on Morris, gets inside. Layup is good. Oh, man.
It had the 18 draft. Chosen over Luka Doncic and Trae Young, which of course puts an added level of pressure on him from the fan base as Irving finishes with the left hand. Couldn't finish. Brown got it back. Still 7 to operate for Brooklyn. Irving bunny hops into the layup.
Triple. Irving one-on-one. Over Carter Williams, book it. And was able to loop towards the hoop. Nets are 8 of 12 from the field in the second quarter. Shooting percentage is up to 43%, and that'll help. Kyrie Irving, the baseline delivery. Keep on missing, 0 for 3. Irving, low dribble. Fade away, textbook. No. Weak side rebound for Harden, getting into triple-double territory once again. Irving, high kicks it off the window. With a chance to crack 100 with just over a minute gone by here in the fourth. Irving, pull up, put a copyright on it. Kyrie Irving.
Front. Walker with him. DeRozan trying to stay with Kyrie Irving. And the step back. Brooklyn gets another opportunity. Kyrie Irving on the attack. And Irving.
Kyrie working against Tate. Kyrie put him in the blender. The mid-range jump shot is pure. Buddy Hield actually became the fastest player to make 1,000 threes in his career, games-wise. Interesting statistic that we ran across recently. On the drive, Irving off glass and good.
He has not played in a game since February 12th. So they're going to be patient with Blake Griffin. What do you think he's going to be able to provide the Nets as Kyrie scores a layup out of the timeout?
Well, they're hoping some of that. Somehow. In Brooklyn and worked on his game because he has come out smoking here in this first half.
Kyrie Irving working on T. Elevates and scores. Kyrie Irving, 30 points on 12 of 18 shooting, 3 made threes, 80-80. We're all tied up. Kyrie going full uncle down. Under 3:20 to go in regulation. Nets by 4 with the ball. Kyrie Irving for 3. Kyrie Irving keeps it.
That gets the Pistons on the board. Sadiq Bey lighting it up from three-point range this season. Kyrie Irving, a step back of his own, knocks it down. Just impossible.
Just as well.
Kyrie Irving working on Ellington in the paint. Turn around Jay. You can't do anything about that.
Take care of your defensive glass and start stringing together some stops.
Kyrie Irving, the step through in the left hand is good.
Pass their own man and take a look at the three-point shooting. Could add to the low-scoring affair here on the side of the Nets.
Oh, crossover, Kyrie Irving!
Yeah, what do you guys expect? That's what I do. That's what I've done my whole career.
Irving over quickly, book it, a 3. Green off the ball fake. Kyrie. Oh, step back, Jay. Major highlight.
The trees.
That's what I presumed. That's why I accentuated green after the tree read. Irving to the cup for 2, and he landed on his back. Harden looks for Irving with 8 to shoot. Kyrie crosses. Bullseye. Irving.
Gordon had an ankle injury, didn't play against Brooklyn in February. Irving with that quick first step and a foul. That's his first points. All 5 Magic starters have now scored. Kyrie Irving. Fall away jumper. Irving's second. Fino takes the 11-point lead again.
Excellent job of keeping control of the basketball. Joe Harris almost dislodged that one. Kyrie right back.
Irving, the pull-up. Yeah. The Nets come back against Phoenix.
Excellent recall, Rooks.
That's what I'm here for. Irving sticks the 3. Execute. Slides it over to Irving. Working on Matthews. Irving elevates and finishes.
Was the group for the Nets that got them back in that first half. See if they can do the same.
Irving elevates and finishes. 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
Nets started the game 4 for 4 from three-point range, 1 for 7 since. Kyrie Irving red hot in the opening quarter, off the glass. Pass into Bruce Brown outside. Kyrie stops, pops, indeed.
For Irving, he thought about it from deep. The handles, the jumper, it's pure. 10 of 13 from the field. Irving, ball fake. Oh, the hesitation dribble. That is special. Look for the open man. Irving against Brown. Kyrie Irving makes his move. Irving, he is a walking, breathing.
Houston was looking at the player. He wasn't looking at the ball, and you got to be ready because Houston will come at you quick.
Irving turns the corner and gets the bucket. Kyrie Irving, a blur.
10 from the field. So the Hornets struggling here at the start. Nets up 13-6 halfway through the first. Irving gets inside for the bucket. With a 16-footer. Here's Kyrie Irving back on the floor. Coordinator for the Spurs. That's right. An assistant video coordinator. The Nets with the big lead, 54-32. And Irving adds. Biyombo not able to hit. Here's Irving. Puts on the brakes and knocks it down.
Levine, you're going to get something good anytime Zach has the ball in his hands, and either one of these big guys set screens, because they set screens at him.
Williams guarding Irving. That's going to be a fun matchup. And he's running to the corner in the three-point line. Williams on him, Levine on Irving. Well, he works in a phone booth like nobody else in the league today, Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you, matchup.
Yep.
If he's got a big guy stay on the perimeter, take him off the dribble. You got a small guy, run him in the post and say, get me the ball now.
Boy, Arcidiacono
coming down defensively to help out, makes you get rid of the ball, pick your dribble up.
Irving uses the pick to get the matchup on Markkanen. Stop and go, Kyrie Irving into double figures.
And that's
for Detroit on Saturday. Randall had 29 points, 8 rebounds. Irving takes the baseline, spins it in. Just past the midway point, opening quarter. Handles, step back, money. Kyrie Irving putting on a first quarter show. Switch. Irving against Randall. All-star against all-star. It's Kyrie Irving on a scoop to the hoop. Pretty.
We talked about with the net stars that when you look at the Knicks star, when you talk about Randall, he does such a great job of creating for guys.
Fake. Oh, he goes glass. Tough angle.
So the fact that he says
I
that,
had your back.
Richard, we could send you back to LA at any moment. There are late flights. Irving, the banker. Kyrie Harris was asking for it underneath. Now it's Irving against Randall. Ooh. Oh, what a fake. Kyrie! A rainbow!
Send another player at Kyrie if they try and bring up a pick and roll. So watch for Kyrie going one-on-one.
Irving, connection made. It's a 3. Net off the bench with Lawawu Cabarro.
You're champion of the bald community, right?
I am.
Okay! Rising up, full elevation, Kyrie Irving. That's because Richard's in town.
Obviously.
Kyrie Irving, pure. For Irving, switch, jab step.
Ooh.
Oh, rope-a-dope. Kyrie. Every kick.
You're trying to tell me I got to talk the truth?
Irving, shake and bakes against Horton Tucker. Tough contested shot, he knocks it down. That's his third field goal. He's already got 7 points. Not played the previous 5 games, not since LaMarcus Aldridge signed with them. Irving shake and bake against Thibault, and he banks it home. There he is. That is so. That clock did not reset. Well, there's Thibault and Irving going at it. Left hand, and he flips it up and in.
Having a catch with Kyrie, 6 to shoot. Irving against Bridges. Launches and hits. Kyrie Irving.
University of Arizona teaching.
Oh, thanks for fixing that.
Yeah.
Here's Kyrie on the wing. Conspicuous by his silence so far, but not for long, as you would. That's just ridiculous. Last night again in that loss against Boston. Kyrie getting all the way to the basket, as only offensively is in the bottom third of the NBA. Offensively, no worries with the likes of Kyrie Irving going to work against Dragic here. And he makes...
When he's going and he's cooking offensively for the Pelicans, it opens up so many other opportunities for his teammates and Kyrie.
Zion Williamson, something they can build for the future. You start to build a roster around with specific pieces. Up and over Adams. What a play by Kyrie Irving.
Able to step back and knock in a much-needed 3 for the Pelicans. But it's tougher because you don't want to have built-in excuses. Kyrie with the beautiful cross over.
Beg your pardon. Williamson with 29 now. Updated his output.
And stood, not being clear and conclusive to overturn.
All right, Jason, thank you. Good stuff. That's a 4th foul on Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving, a little spin, little fadeaway is good. What a shot by Kyrie Irving. Makes it a 4-point. Kyrie Irving slows it down. We go under a minute. For the Pelicans, their playoff start right now. They got to win every game possible. And Kyrie Irving walks it up. Clock ticks. 3-point game. Brooklyn up. And Irving trying to put this one away. Kyrie Irving almost lost the handle. Gets it back. Irving. Oh, some.
The guy on his hip right there on the baseline. Very crafty move that time by Siakam.
Played a week ago against San Antonio in that victory. And had 20 points and 11.
We'll take it.
Raptors up 6. OG on Kyrie, and a good job by Irving.
He's Evan? Not anymore. They got 23 points combined. They've made 7 threes here.
A lot of pressure on Kyrie. He escapes. How about that?
Tough shot. What a elite dime drop by Pascal Siakam. We'll have that for you in a moment.
And then
Booker coming off an off night in the loss to Boston on Thursday night. And in transition for the Blazers.
Gets him in stride. Nice run out.
Irving, the blow by. McCollum on the roster. He wasn't quite sure where he fit in. So now they got Norman Powell, and he's been a good piece. Kyrie Irving.
And him use the left, does it with such regularity and efficiency.
Tight defense, crowded by Lillard. Irving breaks away. And
try that.
Right. You're thinking, didn't we go over that 100 times?
Yeah.
We knew he was going to do that.
By the way, you don't play a musical instrument, do you? Irving is fat.
And some sluggish shooting to start this game for both teams. Only one made basket thus far as Irving gets it. 10 games in February in health and safety protocols. He has been terrific since the All-Star break, averaging 19 a game as Kyrie.
But it's the ability for guys when they need to tighten it up. Can they do it? And are they going to be committed to being a smidget better defensively?
The lead going into this 4th quarter. They've only lost once when leading after 3. But they are down now, down 11. Oh, what a shot.
The Mavs up by 4. Irving played by Hardaway. He fires from deep and hit.
Man, when they put in this second unit and space it with shooting and ball handlers, they're so good.
Jeff Green has come on for the Nets as Irving somehow got.
Stand that, slip real quick, and you'll get some easy ones.
Tim Hardaway committed that foul a moment ago. Here is Irving on the drive. Double team, got it off and able to bite.
I remember when I used to do that. Doncic from his favorite side of the floor, the left side looking in.
That was from 25 feet away. That's the three. Who Rick Carlisle says is one of his favorite players because of his energy, his work ethic. Here's Kyrie with a strong.
And the Nets have it. Kyrie, a little stutter step, and he banks it in.
7 second chance points for Denver, so cleaning up their misses tonight, guys.
Kyrie Irving hit.
In the game for the first time, coming off a 21-point game for Brooklyn, including 5 3-pointers. Irving, fake, jumper, sweet.
So in the game, Aaron Nesmith, the rookie who's had a good second half of the season. Irving against Fournier. Well defended. Irving gets by him and lays it in. Another.
Without Kyrie, right? Like James raised the level of everybody, and now Kyrie comes back and he knows, okay, I've got a real one here.
Fans enjoying it.
They're outscoring him by 21 from the three-point line, Mike. It's the difference in this first half.
Kyrie Irving spins against the rookie left-handed. Oh, sweet.
23, advantage on the backboards for the Nets. Doing the job on the defensive end right now there.
Kyrie Irving off the glass.
That the Celtics are giving you on the defensive end. Everybody pulling in.
Smart guarding his former teammate, Kyrie Irving, who drills it.
Smart has found the touch. His 5th three. All right, here's Kyrie Irving, played by Marcus Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. Has the bucket.
Irving so far 0 for 3, hasn't scored, has a couple of assists. Gets in the paint, Pritchard plays him well, but Irving, little double clutch there, gets 7 to shoot on the 24. Irving in the paint, got it to go.
He's out, rebounded by Harris. Nets averaged 118 points per game. Irving in the paint, pulls it up. Yes.
And right now, no hard to Claxton right there, sliding his feet as a big man, contesting, not fouling, causing Middleton to miss.
Beautiful move by Irving, and he scores.
Up here against Kyrie Irving, didn't see much of him in game 1.
And here's Kyrie with the first net shot, able to knock it down from downtown.
In game 3, posting up Lopez, who was a mismatch nightmare for the Nets.
Here's Irving with a standing 3.
Irving guarded by Middleton. Middleton also an excellent defensive player. And Irving back-to-back buckets. Shoot. Now Kyrie Irving. Step back three-pointer. Irving drills it as the shot clock expires.
Just think about the brilliance of Kyrie to him.
Irving pull up, two-pointer, got it. Kyrie Irving now 9 points, 5 boards.